Okay, peeps. Now we are making flatbread pizza. It is autumn. I have had a bombed week. I am going to sit down and watch Bad Buddy episode 3 and episode 2, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, the most recent one that premiered today in Thailand, and it's available on YouTube with English subs. Yes! And I've watched it once, but it was so fantastic. I gotta watch it again. And I want pizza to go with my movie because I am feeling gritchy, and it's been a week, and this is what we're doing. So I have beautiful pesto here. I'm going to take my pesto and put it on my flatbread. It is not high science. If it was, it would not be on this video. So anyway, we're just going to smush the pesto around like so. Okay, maybe. And there's our pesto. And then we're going to put our lovely tomatoes like this. And these tomatoes are a little weepy because they've been in my fridge for too long, but they will be perfectly fine on pizza. They look no more sad than a canned tomato. And now, for the pièce de résistance. This is cheese from the Netherlands. It is Gouda. It's aged 60 months. And I don't know how many realms in heaven there are, but I am sure this is in one of them. So anyway, we're going to put the aged Gouda on here, like so. Okay, now we're going to do the other pizza because I am not cooking them up separately. I will reheat them separately if I feel so compelled. But this way, this weekend, I don't have to worry about what is Anna going to eat because it's kind of a busy weekend too, and I want to pace myself. So this is my way of doing it. That is amazing. Okay. And we're going to do this. And if you don't have enough tomatoes, it's not the end of the world. Just don't put the rest of the tomatoes on. Leave it pesto-y. And then we're going to smudge in our Gouda cheese. And you could use less Gouda cheese. I'm using more because I am tired and I just want a lot of cheese tonight. And so there's that. Okay. So this is our pesto flatbread pizza. Now we're going to take very carefully. I love these. These are plastic cutting mats. They make my life so much simpler. So we're going to do that. We're also going to wipe up because I don't know why, but I'm a little, well, there's not really a nice word for it. I'm a little anal retentive when it comes to cleaning my cupboards. It's just, they have to be tidy. I do not like spots. It's kind of a thing with me. And the fact that I live in a house with white cupboards is kind of annoying given that propensity, which I didn't really discover until I started living on my own. And it was like, man, I just cannot handle the cupboards being a mess. So anyway, this is our flatbread pizza. We're going to stick it in the oven. You can, of course, preheat your oven, but Anna forgot to do that. So these are not going to have to be in there for terribly long. I would say about 15 minutes. Let's see here. And I bake them at 350. Word to the wise, bake everything at 350. It doesn't matter what the recipe book says. I have learned after over half my life of cooking, baking at more than that is just disaster. Hey Google, set an alarm for 12 minutes.
Okay. Your alarm set for today at 5:50 p.m.
Okay, so that is our pizza. Now, with the pizza, I want dessert. So, what am I going to have for dessert? I don't know what I'm going to have for dessert. I will have to come back and revisit that later. I do know what I'm having for dessert. Okay, peeps. I had a cooking class recently, and I made a beautiful apple crisp. This was made using Quick Oats fresh apples that are autumnal and a little bit of this. This is pumpkin spice syrup from Maison Routine France 183. It is not alcoholic, it's just a syrup, but I put a bunch of it in with my crisp along with cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. It wasn't high science, peeps. I just cut up apples, threw them in the bottom of a greased pan, like this little number. Or if you want something more attractive, you can always go with Le Cru. I mean, it looks so cute. So this is what I went with. But anyway, I greased the pan with just cooking spray because I was just wanting to do something quick. And I put my sliced apples that were like cut into 8 pieces per apple, depending on the size of apple, in the bottom, which I mixed with 1 stick of butter and a little bit of ginger, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of apple pie spice, and nutmeg. Just mix that together in a container. I also threw in the Maison syrup, and then I just put that in the bottom of my loaf pan. When I was done with that, or my cake pan, whatever you want to call this, it's about 8 by 8. And then when I was done, I took my quick cooking oats, because that's what I had on hand, and I put a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, apple, pumpkin pie spice in with that. Mix that together in a bowl with another. Actually, I put my butter in with my oat mixture, not with my apples. Excuse me, peeps. It's been an interesting week. So anyway, I put my butter in with my oat mixture, threw that in the top of my apple mixture, cooked it for about 20 minutes, maybe 25, 30, depending on your oven and its temperament. And then the end result was this lovely, can you see? Yeah, apple cobbler. So what I'm having tonight with my flatbread pizza is I'm going to pull out all these steps. I have my beautiful bowl. This is a George Company dish set. It was made to commemorate their 50th anniversary in 1950, I believe. So anyway, these have been around for a while. So I'm going to take my wonderful Korean spoon. If you haven't checked out Korean spoons, drop everything, stop the video, go buy some Korean spoons. It will change your life forever. So anyway, I'm going to take my Korean spoon and put my apple cobbler in the pan like this. This is my dessert. And to top it, I do not have vanilla ice cream, but another cooking class. And the pièce de résistance. Okay, don't put a whole block in the top of the fridge with vegetables on it. That's probably not the best of decisions. See, you just shouldn't put this in the top of your fridge. But anyway, we live and learn. The pièce de résistance is, this is apple cinnamon cheesecake. I made it in another cooking class. It smells fabulous. It's going on top of the apple crisp, and that's a little too much crisp. So I'm going to take, my hands are perfectly clean. Oh, my fingernails match mine. Okay, moment there. Okay. And then we're going to drop, and this I made, it's an apple cheesecake, but I made it without crust because crust is a mixed bag with me. So anyway. Fantastic. Okay. So this is our dessert. I'm just saying. Okay. And I'm going to there. With this, I like to have grape juice because it makes me feel festive and nice and ready for the weekend. And so I'm going to get out my goblet and a little bit of grape juice. Some concentrate. Yeah, I really need to clean the doors. Okay. Here. Can we do this without spinning the thing? I don't know. We're doing this off camera because I'm afraid a disaster could ensue, and I don't want that filmed. Okay. It didn't. There we are. And now we have our grape juice concentrate with water. And to make it feel a little more festive, we're going to put in some pumpkin spice, stir. You could also make this with carbonated water, which would give it kind of a fizzy if you feel so compelled. And there is our grape juice. And to set off the ambiance, what about candles? I mean, Friday night only comes once every 7 days. So I think maybe these candles are not good. I forgot. My house was heated recently for something, and that's not going to work. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay, these are the weirdest candles in the world, but we'll just call them artistically bent. Okay, so we have our candles. I feel like Sid, the Lord of the Flame. Okay. And so here are candles, our goblet of special juice, our dessert, and all we're waiting on is, let's check that flatbread. It's almost done. Okay. Just making sure the ribbons are sizzled. Okay. And then we're going to get out another plate. There we go. And let's move our camera up a wee bit. Maybe. Okay. I think that'll hold. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Anyway, there are candles, which are weird looking but still work. There's our dessert. Let's get a special. Let's see here. There's our fork for dessert. And then let's pull out the pizza because it's going to be a little too done if I don't. Okay. This is our Beyond Awesome, beautiful pizza. Okay. I mean, honestly, that is like beautiful. Still sizzling, as it were. And now I'm going to get a firm spatula. Okay. Okay. Here's my pizza. Move this to the oven. The other thing I would highly recommend, which is one of my favorite kitchen hacks so far, is these are silicone. I got them from Asia. I think they were online. But anyway, these go on the edges of your oven, stovetop, whatever you want to call it, so that you don't run the risk of having food fall down in the crack between your oven and your stovetop. And also, you don't run the risk of it hitting the counter, which could melt. So anyway, I think this is all a good idea. This is my dinner for tonight, as it were. And also, a little hack I learned a few years ago was, I think this was online, you can cut it with scissors. I heard it from a friend who had seen it online. And then you just wash your scissors when you're done. So anyway, there's that. I think I want a little pizza. So I'm coming over here. I'm cutting myself another slice. And the cheese fell off, so I'm going to go rescue it. Ah! There. There. Okay. Okay, the counters are clean. Alright, I'm sorry. That ain't no retentive quality. I need to really work on. I'm not trying to say a bad word, but we all have things like that. But anyway, this is our beautiful flatbread. This is our beautiful apple crisp with cheesecake cinnamon apple topping. Stop, Google. And this is our wonderful. This is actually quite amazing, I have to say. Okay. And now I'm going to go eat in peace and quiet and go watch Bad Buddy episode, I believe, 3 and 2. I'm not sure. But definitely go check out its GMM TV channel. Thailand English subs, absolutely awesome. It's hilarious and you will really enjoy it, I'm sure. Check it. Bye!